Well, that was a fun last-minute bit of technical weirdness that I hopefully fixed before going live. And I blame it on this laptop just upgrading to Windows 11. It changed the settings for both my microphone and speaker, so I couldn't hear anything because it had the wrong setting. And the sound would have been shitty because it wasn't using my microphone. But I think I fixed them both. Hello, Justin. How are you this evening? I'm going to warm up with a tasting because I got some new stuff. So there's a bit of tasting new stuff tonight. Okay. Just a little bit of... Yes. I'm going to do a brandy tasting. Hello, Greg. Yeah, see, Justin, I can't really tell you how Windows 11 is because this laptop is the only thing that's got it on it. There's a little thing saying, you're ready to update to Windows 11. So I thought, oh, fuck it, I'll do it. But the only thing I ever use this laptop for is these live streams. So, all right, how do I get this fucker open? Where's a bit of... Oh, here. That looks like it. Yep, that looks like it. These plastic seals, always trying to... All right, I'm getting a fucking knife. Fuck this shit. That'll hopefully do it. These little plastic seals, always trying to work out how to get the fuckers off. Justin, I do have a desktop. That's what I spend most of my time on. But it hasn't upgraded to Windows 11. So, I don't know what it's like. All right. So, brandy tasting. Satisfying pop for the first time. A little bit in there. Very nice brandy color. Oh, it smells good. Is that how I get this one off or not? I think so. Oh, yeah, that looks like the jobby. All right. Again, whatever, motherfucker. Hey, Raiders. How you doing? Justin, do I have a docking station? I do not. Not for this laptop. This laptop's sole purpose is live streams. I could do more on it, but I just don't. And an old bottle of Armagnac for comparison. Tasting the brandies. Look at them. Okay. These two, similar color. This one's darker. Martell's Blue Swift. Cognac finished in a bourbon barrel. That friggin' smells like bourbon. Yeah, Armagnac's a much lighter smell, and the Australian brandy. Ooh, that's really sweet and fruity. Okay. Hi, Celtic. Yes, you can tell I'm going to be making some cocktail video tonight. Just realised the light's on behind me. I'm going to switch that off in a bit. Right, did I watch Jackie Lambie tear Polly Hansen new one? No, I read the text of it. Good on Jackie Lambie. She's not beyond hope. She says some stupid shit sometimes, but she also says some legit shit sometimes. All right. That's interesting. That's a definite whiskey taste. All right. I need a palate cleanser. Give me all the things so I can have some water. Because that's really wrong. Just grab me a simple glass. Get me some water to cleanse my palate between tastings. All right. All right. Hello and hello, Kirsten. And Heidi Ho Annette. So yes, kudos to Jackie Lambie for calling Pauline Hanson on her absolute bullshit. All right. So that's Martell's Blue Swift. Definitely doesn't taste like whiskey, though Armagnac. No, an Australian brandy. In the same ballpark as the Armagnac. This stuff's very interesting, though. A cognac finished in a bourbon barrel. Really distinctly whiskey characteristics in it. So ready to fight up again at Morrison. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think Jackie Lambie says some good things. She's just a bit erratic. I think sometimes the wrong person gets in her ear, and she does occasionally say some stupid shit. But I mean, I would love the opportunity to talk to her, I think. Celtic, I have not played Pokemon Go in yonks. Not really a straight brandy drinker, but I do like it mixed with things. Very much so. I love that, Raiders. Jackie Lambie on her A game with no party to shut her up. She can work wonders. Oh, Annette, she did a killer speech ripping Pauline Hanson to pieces for her bullshit. Her anti-vaccine mandate bullshit, and it was Jackie Lambie put up as taking responsibility, looking after other people. In other words, being a bloody adult. So yes, you know, Hanson's despicable. She's just garbage. So I'm thinking this, which I bought partly because it was on special, it's more than $20 off. Partly because I don't have any cognac in my collection at the moment. Martell's a fairly well-known French cognac brand. Established 1715, so they've been distilling for over 300 years, apparently. And this is a VSOP cognac finished in bourbon casks. Interestingly, because it was finished in bourbon casks, because of the strict naming rules around cognac, that means they can't call it cognac. So it's just called Martell Blue Swift, and they're banking on their name that people recognize that it's made from cognac. But it's just even 40%. Normal for brandy. And the Australian one, Prime 5, is century-old distillery in South Australia's Riverland, reignited with new creative passion. The angels have imbibed their share, with each parcel matured an average of 5 years in oak. Bright single pot distilled portions sing sweet harmonies with indulgently rich double pot parcels. Beware divine beings hovering hopefully about your glass. So this is a blended brandy. It's a couple of different brandies have been blended to make that. Also 40%, which is normal for a brandy. Justin, you think it's weird Hansen can sit there with a straight face? Look, I think it's because there's no neural activity going on there, and her face is just locked in that permanently sour expression she has. I've been making this. This has been going on for hours, and there's a huge amount of it. Would you believe? Oh, look at that. That looks neat. Would you believe this is obviously, well, not necessarily obviously, but you won't be surprised if you know me. This is one of my clarified cocktails, a very big batch of clarified cocktail. It's mostly Pepsi. Just milk. Milk did that. Milk turned Pepsi into this. So that's pretty wild that the curdling process, clarifying process, stripped all that color out of Pepsi. It's Pepsi and brandy and rum. So Queen Kirsten, if you want to get fantabulous down Archie Rose, keep your eyes on the website this Friday for Black Friday. Yes, I am keeping my eye on that. I did get some. That's the other tasting I've got to do, actually. Damn. I'm going to taste my Archie Rose arrivals. All right. So, well, okay, tasting one. Because this is a cognac with very strong brandy elements. This would make a really good Sazerac, I think. Because sometimes you make Sazerac with a whiskey, and sometimes you make it with a brandy or cognac. This is a cognac with the characteristics of whiskey. So I think this would make a good Sazerac. Or probably some other New Orleans drinks as well. I was going to make a Sazerac variation. I think I'll use this. I have to finalize the formula that I was going to make my Sazerac variation. Nice, Kirsten. All the Christmas presents sorted in one place. You worked very hard. Wanted to be successful. Well, I'm willing to bet I'll be doing my part, because you're bound to have stuff I want. The Rittenhouse verdict, Justin, absolutely predictable. It's the way it's been going all along. It's also terrifying for what it means for the future in America. Shit is going to get out of control. Not that it's in control now. Right, where did I put the Archie Roses? Here. All right, more tastings, because I got so much stuff delivered this week. I want to compare that lime gin to another citrusy gin, Poor Tom's Pina Colada gin, just as a comparison. Right. Same old freaking same old. How to open this plastic seal. Where is the dotted line? There is the dotted line. Come on, you Martha Furker. All right, fuck you. Knife time. Tried to play nice. Hulk style. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. There we go. Some sort of action happening. Okay, 1. Now, 2. Is the dotted line on this one? Is this going to behave any better for me? That looks like the dotted line there. This one's behaving better for me. Good, eh? Maybe it just saw me threaten the other one with a knife, and so it came quietly. All right. So, I think I'll do tasting without ice and then with ice. So this is O to B. O to B, celebration of blue gum honey and the complex array of flavors this noble ingredient offers. Beechworth blue gum honey has been fermented in a bespoke washback number 12 for 7 days before being cold distilled in our one-of-a-kind copper vacuum still. Notes of golden syrup, creme fraiche, elderflower, and cherry ripe, followed by a dazzling display of delicate florals and stone fruit. Pure expression of honey emphasizes its natural beauty. Eau de Vie will leave any Eau de Vie rum or brandy drinker truly satisfied. 40% alcohol. All right. Ooh, satisfying first pop. Pour a little bit into the glass. All right. Man, that smells like honey. That smells so much like honey. All right, so you say pour to Eau de Vie, let it sit for 10 minutes. My God, it smells like honey. All right, I'll let it sit for 10 minutes. It's time now, add 17. Okay. I'm going to do a gin comparison then. Oh, yeah, that's very gin, but also with a very citrus note. All right. Just for comparison, a completely different gin. But that's also kind of citrusy. All right. All right. Kelsey, you saw VD. He watches content regularly. Doesn't like my sinful consumption of alcohol. The boy concerns you. I'm sure he's just talking shit for the sake of talking shit, saying stuff he doesn't even believe. But, you know, fair's fair. Sinful consumption of alcohol. No two ways about that. Wow, that's a really bright aroma. It's like the usual sort of juniper piney smell of gin, but it does have really unmistakable sort of citrus brightness there. All in all, it smells really good. It's really smooth. Ooh. Yeah, no, that's really smooth. Definitely going to have to make a breakfast martini with that. Not necessarily tonight. Soon. All right. Now for comparison, Port Tom's Pina Colada gin. Kind of similar. It's not so much citrusy, but there is a fruity element in this. I'd say that's a bit more astringent on the tongue. Doesn't go down quite as easily as the Archie Rose. Now, I'm going to give them both a little bit of ice. See what that does to them. Winnick, I am not a beer drinker at all. Not even in cocktails. There are some beer cocktails that people recommend. I'm just not a beer drinker. Never have been. Didn't used to drink alcohol at all, actually, for a very long time. I've gone down the path to Satan in the last 10 years. Gotten progressively more into drinking alcohol. But yes, no beer. I will drink cider occasionally. It's an alcoholic cider. Oh, Celtic, I don't let people I don't know join Angry Bunch. And first timers have to be on camera. Right. So the Archie Rose, what's it called? Sunrise Gin. I was going to call it Summer Lime Gin, but it's Sunrise Lime Gin. Oh, that's unique. That's seriously, wow, brings a lot. Did they say pavlova? I just got a little taste. It reminded me of pavlova. What did they say? Unripe orange and mandrill. I'm definitely picking that up too. Well, just for a second, I got a vibe like pavlova in there, sort of sweet and fruity like a pavlova. We'll live near a brewery that makes amazing beers. Man, local brewers and distillers is the way to go. Hey there, Chris. Celtic AIDS's. Well, he's still with us. Fox says I should check Facebook messages, so I guess I will. Hello, Fox of Fate, by the way. AIDS was on the stream the other night, so it's not dying. The Facebook's acting weird. I think Fox of Fate's just drinking straight from the bottle is what he's trying to tell me with that message. Green Ant Gin. Nice. That, if I remember rightly, literally has green ants in it. Not just a name. Oh, see, this one, they call it Pina Colada. It's got definite pineapple elements in it. Definitely going to have to make, because also got the bonuses from Archie Rose, a jar of marmalade, which I think is made by the same people from whom the fruits that are distilled in here, Marvick Native Farms. So I think it's the same people that the fruits came from make this marmalade. Kirsten will correct me if I'm wrong. And also honey for the eau de vie, a little sample of the honey that's used in the distill. Okay, so the second pick actually has the green ants. I need to look more closely. Oh, right. It wasn't that clear. I actually missed until you pointed out to me, Fox, that picture, there's literally green ants in it. Oh, nice. So green ant has been bought back by an Aboriginal corporation using various indigenous elements. Like Australian distillers are extremely good at using local fruits, locally grown fruits, native botanicals to make truly unique spirits. Oh, there you go. I was right, Kirsten. It's the same. The fruit that goes into the gin also goes into that marmalade. If I don't make the breakfast martini tonight, I'll do it on Thursday, because I won't be here on Friday because I'm going away for the weekend. Why I'm in cocktail making clothes, because I've got to start getting next week's cocktail videos ready, because I normally shoot them on Friday night, but I won't be able to because I won't be here. I'll be away. So, Kirsten, I also make a bush apple gin. Has a blue label you really like. Yes, Celtic. I'll pass on the love to Aidsy. So, Kirsten, I assume you're talking about the people who make the Green Ant gin. I got Applewood's Bush Apples still. I got their Native Trinity because they did a discount, whereas basically 2 for 1. Otherwise, they're a bit rich for my blood, price-wise. I mean, they're good gins, but they're not sort of blow my mind gins. And I'm not just sucking up to Kirsten when I say this. I prefer this, my new one, Sunrise Lime. Just looking. Ooh, wow! What have I done there? Wow, the fridge is singing the song of its people very loud. So, saying a breakfast martini is gin, lemon juice, Cointreau, and marmalade. What does the ever fussy Simon Difford say? Marmalade, gin, triple sec, and lemon juice. Yeah, there you go. Not sure. What do you think, Kirsten? In honor of this and this Sunrise Lime Marmalade, maybe I should make the breakfast martini with lime juice rather than lemon juice. Hello, Megalich and Safa. Yeah, I don't know if I should do that. Go all lime. Fox, first the nose. Smells like gin, yes. Something else you can't place. Maybe green ants. It might be green ants. Oh, nice. Safa made $10 returning alcoholic drink cans. Bonus. All right, that clarified drink is almost done. I use Mandocello instead of triple sec. I've got Mando. I was considering lime. I've got limoncello as well. Just go all lime, but that might be overpowering. But yeah, just a little bit of the Mandarincello instead of triple sec. I mean, I tell people a traditional recipe, but I'm experimenting. Hey, you know what's been sitting for 10 minutes, by the way? Still has that delightful honey aroma. Interestingly, for something that smells so strongly of honey, it's not overpoweringly sweet. Fox, I am bad at giving the notes on taste testing booze. Kirsten would be better. So Sunrise Lime is not limey. It's got a little bit of brightness in it that is different to a lot of gins. Ooh, to me, it's got almost a smoky note in there. How do they describe it on here? I'm looking at the wrong bottle. Looking at the wrong bottle. They say golden syrup, creme fraiche, elderflower, cherry ripe, florals, and stone fruit. Actually, it might be the sort of stone fruity flavor that I was getting on the end. No sugar added to the eau de vie. Well, it manages to capture a honey aroma quite spectacularly without being overly sweet. It does have a kind of brandy flavor going on there. Maybe that was what I was tasting right at the back. Sort of rich honey flavor. Just chilling it a little bit now. A bit of ice. Mm. Mm. Now, the more it sits on my tongue, really does have a very sort of elegant honey element to it. There's a really strong honey taste lingering in my mouth. All right. Gonna have to find a good recipe to use with that. Makes good palomas. Use Cappy grapefruit soda. That actually sounds like a pretty good idea. Rather than worrying about grapefruit juice, just use grapefruit soda. Okay, so I've made, God, more than 800 mils. Fucking hell. That's like I've made a bottle this much of a clarified cocktail. Oh, well, I'll have a taste of it tonight and bottle the rest and put it in the fridge. So I'm going to recarbonate it as well with one of my lockdown purchases. I didn't even bring the camera in here. What kind of idiot am I? Okay. I love that, Kirsten. Went through a whole bottle of eau de vie at staff drinks. That's what's the saying when you use your own product? Eating your own dog food, or in the case of a distiller, drinking your own booze. All right, not quite ready to do this because the dishwasher's still running, but I am just going to go and grab my camera. I brought the light in and forgot to bring the camera in, which is pretty stupid. All right, I'm back. Close the door again. Whew. Mrs. Angry's watching the Great British Bake Off next door. Always good viewing. Now, I need... Yep, okay, that's past its maximum. Rinsing a glass. I need to pour off some of this because there's slightly too much. That's a bit more like it. Have to have less than 800 mils. Right. Okay, now I'm sitting down again because I'm not ready to make the video till the dishwasher stops. Oh yes, Kirsten, I bet you love drinking your own booze. Jesus. Archie Rose makes fabulous beverages. Can't wait to see what's on your Black Friday sale, actually. It's like, yeah. What do I need? Well, need's a strong word. Want is pretty goddamn good. Yes. So, all right. I always also just want to make a martini with this. It's very good. I bet this makes a good gin and tonic, actually. I think I just attracted Mrs. Angry's attention by saying this would be a good gin and tonic. It's my new Sunrise Lime Gin, and I just did a taste test of it. It's very bright, but like normal gin flavors, and just this really sort of bright fruitiness in it. Like it doesn't taste like limes as such, but it's got that citrus brightness in it. Very nice. Definitely going to make a breakfast martini at some point using the marmalade that goes with it. Did you want me to make you a gin and tonic, or did I just random that you looked interested? Yeah, gin and tonic. All right, I will get you a. Do you want it on ice or? I mean, that's traditional. All right, ice, and got you the nice Cappy tonics as well. We're slumming it a bit with Schweppes tonic water because I didn't have anything else on hand. But when I was out the other day, I picked up some Cappy, which is an Australian product. Very good quality. Not sponsored. I wish. Cappy's someone I could handle being sponsored by. Seriously. I just start randomly rattling off brands that I'd like to be sponsored by. Honestly, Fever Tree as well. They're not Australian, but they make very good stuff. Block of ice. Ooh, emptying that ice tray. I even made some clear ice specially for that clarified cocktail I'm making. So, gin and tonic. Safa, I did see that Joyce carrying on like he was drunk in question time, and the new speaker just being a complete stooge for the LNP. All right. Top that off. What you're looking for?
Oh, a twist of lemon.
Lemons are all gone. Where's I don't even want to put your lime in there, seeing you've got those lime peels.
Oh, they're all grated.
Oh, they're all grated now, are they?
Oh.
Okay, I didn't realize you'd done that. Good. Slightly unconventional, but you can put a mint leaf in there. Kirsten, yes, you remember back in when you joined the streams, and I was just drinking rubbish, quite honestly. Yes, now you're happy that Mrs. Angry gets much higher quality gin and tonics. Thanks to your influence, which is true. Very true. Start of last year, it probably would have been like, Gordon's or Tanqueray or something that I just got. I know, garbage. It's not garbage. It's just mass produced, so it doesn't challenge the palate because they've got to appeal to millions of people. So it's not a particularly challenging palate on it. Yeah, gin for the riffraff. And whereas more independent distillers can really explore what it is. Just testing something here. Now, I thought that might have been really small writing on the lid of this jar, but it's actually lines. When you're, old like me and your eyes aren't the best, you can't be sure. I need more light to read stuff that's in small print. I need contrast. The bane of my existence is when some idiot thinks they're being arty and it's colored text on a colored background with insufficient contrast, and it's very hard to read. Very difficult to read. How's that? Good. So yeah, Mrs. Angry is happy with the gin and tonic. I think this is going to be good. But I need to wait for the dishwasher to stop making noise. And that's okay because it's only 8:40. The dishwasher will have stopped making noise by about 9. And we'll see what happens then. That's what Difford says. The success or failure, we're talking about a breakfast martini. So the thing with gin and marmalade. The success of this or failure of this tangy drink is partly reliant on the quality of marmalade used. Well, that's excellent marmalade, I believe. Excellent gin as well. Looks like a very smooth marmalade too. So be able to really blend it into the drink by shaking. So it was created in 1996 by bartender, raconteur, long-term president of the United Kingdom Bartenders Guild, Salvatore Calabresi. That is such an Italian name. That is a super Italian name. Salvatore Calabresi. So usually, and he had espresso for breakfast. One morning, Sue, his English wife, insisted he sit down for breakfast, served up toast and marmalade. Came up with the idea of breakfast martini while enjoying the tangy preserve-covered toast. Took the jar to work. Later that day, at London's Library Bar in the Lanesborough Hotel, he perfected his signature cocktail. So Harry Craddock's 1930 Savoy cocktail book has a recipe called Marmalade Cocktail, very similar to Salvatore's breakfast martini. However, Salvatore says the inspiration for his drink, which is simply a white lady with marmalade in it, was the hearty English breakfast and not the classic English bartending book. There you go. It is, yes, okay. Gin, triple sec, and lemon juice. That's a white lady with marmalade. Okay, but I like the idea. I'm going to follow your idea, Kirsten. Instead of orange liqueur, I'm going to do mandarincello. Make it interesting. And it'll be funny because, again, the majority of people who watch my cocktail videos are North American. So I'll be making something they literally can't have. They can't get this. They can't get this. And they can't get the Mando Cello I'm going to use. But a breakfast martini is a pretty standard drink. And apparently it's working. A couple of people said like, oh no, that's it. When I said the thing I'm trying to do is encourage people to improvise, do different things, and don't be tied down to a recipe. Use the recipe and its proportions as a guideline, but don't feel like you have to use an exact product, even if the recipe calls for it. Because experiment should be fun. Making and drinking cocktails should be fun. So, yeah, fuck the cocktail police. I could do a rap song. Fuck the cocktail police. No, that would be disrespectful to NWA. Which just reminds me, I got this T-shirt from Applewood when I got their Negroni Week pack. Which is done in the style of the classic NWA T-shirt, but it says Negronis with attitude. And it was in a small size, so I couldn't wear it. But my son could. And I said, would you wear this? And he went, that's slightly dodgy. I'll wear it. So yes, use Australian products and make Negronis with attitude. So I think it's going to be wet all up and down the East Coast, man. Like they gave the official word that yes, we are definitely in a La Nina pattern. More rain than usual over summer. Lower bushfire risk. It's so funny. Like the Victorian Authority that manages bushfires. Yes, lower bushfire risk than usual, which means they're expecting around 100 bushfires over summer. And while it's lower risk's not no risk, and any bushfire can get out of control. You know, they're making a bunch of preparations, and they're reasonably hopeful that there won't be any disastrous fires this summer. But yes, low risk is not no risk. So, yeah, what are they saying here? Let's make for some scintillating live stream content and talk about the weather. I'm on the wrong page, my thing. Boom. God, it's still over 20 Celsius. That's so weird. So, yeah, tomorrow, rain, but less than 10 millimeters. Thursday, same, rain, but less than 10 millimeters. Friday, rain, but less than 3 millimeters. So it's easing off. So I might have reasonable weather for my weekend away. Probably not great weather, but I might have reasonable weather for my weekend away. We shall see. Oh, nice. Sappho. Mum's Town won some lottos worth 840,000. Isn't it funny? Like you couldn't even really quit work on 840,000 unless you budgeted really well. Because you can't fucking real estate these days. You can't go and buy a dream house with that. You can only buy a freaking apartment with that. Like, you know, you could use the money in a vaguely sensible way so you didn't have money problems again. But you couldn't quit. Like, unless you are super good at budgeting. Hey, Rottweiler dude. Yes. Oh, yes, you're doing the old Doctor and the Tardis, which was a classic. Novelty track released under the name The Time Lords was the same people who were the Justified Ancients of Moo, the KLF. All aboard, all aboard. I have to admit, I have a weak spot for the KLF. All those dance tracks they had in the 90s. And they, last year, I think, re-uploaded high def versions to YouTube, which was fucking great. Good quality of all their video clips. It's nice. I have to admit, I particularly like the version they did because it's quite different to the album version. Justified and Ancient. They got Tammy Wynette to come out and perform and sing. That's class. I like that. They were just trying to spend all their money. So they're like, how about we get Tammy Wynette to come out? She's cool. And they went, how can we convince her to come out? I don't know, pay her $1 million to, you know, work for a couple of days and sing one song? She thinks, sure, I don't know, let's call her. You know, they even put that in the song, they called me up on the telephone and say, hey, this is Tammy Wynette. We love you. Would you come and sing a song and be in a video for us? Just go, I don't know, England's a long way away. We will pay you $1 million American if you come out here for a week. And she said, fuck yeah. And because that was a weird thing with the folk behind the KLF. They were Discordians, and they were conflicted about money, and they were making such popular music they couldn't stop making money. So they would make ridiculously expensive video clips to spend all the money that they were making. And they are notorious for, at one point, having piled up £1 million in cash and set it on fire. So, oof. Geez, didn't that upset people when they found out about it? Usually given at the charity. It's like, I don't know, if they just kept it, no one would. What's the difference between them burning it and keeping it, basically? What's, the average rock star's spending that on cocaine or, on a car or clothes or whatever. And yes, actually, they do get criticized for lavish lifestyles, which is reasonable. But people were so much more upset at the KLF burning money as opposed to spending it on frivolous shit. In practical terms, there's no difference. The money's gone. It didn't go to a worthy cause. I'm also not saying they were right. I'm just saying they were just these guys, It's kind of funny we talk to AZ about Discordians, because that's kind of a splinter from his mob, Chaos. And I don't think he hates Discordians, but he's a bit silly. So, all right, the dishwasher's stopped. I actually really want to try this clarified drink I've made. So, I'm going to do some... No, okay, I've actually got to faff around a bit to do this. All right. This is a classic. Seeing the sausage be made. Mega Leech, it is true that frivolous spending puts money in circulation and burning it takes it out of circulation. They were also doing that deliberately. Again, I'm not saying they were right, just saying it was a thing they did. Safa, no, actually, there was a really quite good dish. It may have even been new when we moved in. The dishwasher may have been new when we moved in. It's a pretty good dishwasher. Actually, I don't think it's... Normally what it does is it kind of finishes and it sits there, and I think there's a heater that starts to try, and it's just going to have a little surge at some point, but I will live with that. Right, okay. I'm thinking of how to do this. Just need to switch a couple of things on. Gotta get the camera happening. Okay. Menu. Gotta change it back to 4K so everyone can see all my fucking skin blemishes in HD. Because, I think that's what the world wants. See all my skin blemishes? All right. I'll just check the framing of that while I switch on another light. I've changed where I put my ring light. It's over on the side there, sort of lighting me in profile, giving me a highlight. I think it's sexy. I like it. I think it works. Been doing that for a week or two now, and I like how it looks. I did mean in 4K. Did I say something else? All right, I just need my Pisco. I was going to write a script for this, and then I got distracted with how difficult this was to make. All right, they're having a loud conversation in the next room, which is completely legitimate. I just think if I wait for a minute, they will have stopped the loud conversation. I'm just checking. But yeah, this is just about donezo. That's good. Alrighty. Alrighty. All right, I'm gonna make this, and then I have to do some other stuff. Sorry, I'm just out of shot. It's very rude. Wandering off shot again. I'm also just wiping down the bench because dinner was being prepared on here. All right, that's pretty good. That's fine. That's fine. It's all good in the hood. Apart from terrible socio-economic issues in the hood that are exacerbating disparity between the classes. Apart from that, all good in the hood. Okay, so okay, all right. Here we go. G'day, cocktail lovers. I hope you've been keeping well, and I hope you're ready for another Milk Punch Monday. Yes, I'm getting back into the groove of milk clarified cocktails because I was just online searching for, what's happening, what's popular, what are people searching for, what do people want to know cocktail-wise, and I found this interesting one that is apparently a very popular tipple in Chile, and it is pisco based. It's basically pisco, Coke, and bitters, and they call it a piscola. I'm just going to throw it out here. Careful how you pronounce it. I'm being very careful to say piscola because I don't think you want to call your drink with cola piscola. Not good marketing. Not good marketing is what I'm saying. So we shall say piscola and be very careful about that. And one of the reasons it caught my attention is because I actually have a Chilean pisco, and that's really by pure chance. I saw it on the shelf and wanted to try it because I had finished my Peruvian pisco, so I wanted a comparison. But the second thing I thought, with cola. You know what? I need to let people know when you're doing a clarified cocktail, I always say you need acid content, and at least 9 times out of 10, I'm talking about a citrus content, lemon or lime juice most commonly in my cocktails that I'm going to clarify. But what you may not know is cola has enough acids in it to curdle milk. In fact, you can find a bunch of truly gross videos on the internet of people who think just cola and milk stirred in a glass is a great drink. It is not. It absolutely is not. That is gross. That's disgusting. And from what I've read, apparently I'm going to upset Brummies by saying that. But you know what? You need to be told it's gross. You're fooling yourself if you think it's not. But what you can do with milk and cola is make a clarified drink by filtering it after it curdles the milk. And when you add a nice alcoholic beverage, you get a lovely, very interesting clarified cocktail. That's what we're going to do here. We are going to do a clarified piscola. Traditionally, this is a very simple drink. You'd make it in the glass. I'm making a big batch of this because I'm going to all the trouble of clarifying it. So I want to make more than one drink. But the standard drink measurements are pretty straightforward. Pisco is your alcoholic content. And I don't think I really explained. Pisco is essentially a grape brandy. It's the Chilean and Peruvian version of cognac or Armagnac. It's a grape-based brandy. It is really quite nice, and there's a whole range of piscos you can explore across Chile and Peru. I'm using this one, and so we're starting off for a single serve. You would use 75 mils or 2.5 ounces of pisco. If you were just making the one drink, you would be putting this in the glass. So it's simple. You would just top the glass. You'd have ice in the glass and just top it with cola. So It's down to how big your glass is, how much cola you would put in, and then you finish it off with 3 dashes of bitters. And if you were building it straight in the glass, you'd be done. But I'm clarifying this. So what you do now is add that to milk. And what you may notice from the video here is it curdles almost instantly and looks super gross. No two ways about it. That looks terrible. The internet videos I talked about, what someone does is just stir that up and then drink it. That's clearly disgusting. That's clearly an awful thing to do. But if we actually pour it through a coffee filter, the curds will act as a clarifying agent and you'll end up with something quite amazing. Now, I had a little bit of not quite successful experimentation with this. And I was surprised because I had done a cola clarified drink before. I did a clarified Cuba Libre on my channel before, which worked really well. And I thought, why is this curd gone weird? It's actually floating on the top rather than sinking where it does the filtering and clarifying. And I guessed it's because there was no citrus. A Cuba Libre has lime juice in it. And I thought maybe I needed the citrus. So my clarified drink is diverging from a standard piscola recipe because after this whole thing just wasn't working, I scooped off that kind of gross, scummy looking curd. And then I added some citrus. I added lime juice because I thought that was in keeping with the vibe of the drink. And then I added that to more milk. And then I clarified that again. And that worked. And I ended up with this clarified beverage. And I think we can agree that is a pretty amazing color for something that was mostly cola. Just using milk to clarify this turns cola into this. Pretty neat. But I'm not done yet because the clarification process does decarbonate the cola. I'm going to recarbonate it. With a word of warning, if you have like a standard soda stream, don't do this. Because if you've never experimented, I'll warn you now, if you put anything but plain water in a soda stream, shit sprays everywhere. When you take the lid off, it's a terrible, not just a mess, you'll lose half the drink, which would be a crime. But I'm going to show you one of my lockdown purchases now. Hashtag not sponsored. I paid for this, but this is a carbonator I bought during lockdown last year, and I really like it because you can carbonate anything because it has this special appendage that you put the lid on the bottle and it carbonates, but there's like a release valve in here you can release slowly. So it has the same effect. If you carbonate anything but plain water, it wants to fizz everywhere, but this has a release valve in it. So you can let the excess carbonation out slowly. And if you control it, it doesn't go everywhere. So let's do that. My home shooting setup is not great. I should rest this on the table, not hold it in the air. But I wanted to show you, and I think this will work, or you might be about to see a disaster. Can you hear it bubbling? It's coming out through the slow release valve. And you see, not very clarified at the moment. It's very agitated from being carbonated. So I need to let that rest and calm down and slowly release the excess pressure. And then we can pour it into a glass. All right, I'm going to turn the camera off now because that's going to take a while to settle down. All right. Oh my God, what did I do? I didn't just have to put these back for a start. Put these back on the drink cart. Putting stuff back on the drink cart. Oh, I'm just paranoid about knocking things over, so I want to get them out of the way. All right. Settling Dune. Settling Dune. All right, I'm back. Yes, you can see it slowly going. It's like clear, cloudy, pure foam. It's going to take a while to settle down because there's a strong desire to redecorate the bedroom. Just going to gradually let the air pressure out. And this will go back to looking beautiful and clarified, but will also be carbonated. Not a necessary step, because it would be very nice as a still drink. But I thought because it started off being Coke, I'd carbonate it. Because when you buy new bed sheets, we bought some new bed sheets during winter. Man, the amount of shit I bought online during lockdown, which ranges from this to so many bottles of booze to that fridge, air fryer, lots of clothes, bed sheets. Man, I think I bought some shoes. So much shit I bought online. Now, again, none of it was particularly frivolous. It's all stuff that gets used and is practical. But see, look at that. There's got a bit of a head on it, doesn't it? Like, it might be possible to carbonate things, like, because a SodaStream doesn't have a release valve like this. So if you carbonated this on a SodaStream, instant you took the lid off, it would just freaking spray everywhere and would just be a disaster. This one lets you carbonate anything, but in some cases, like this, you need to wait quite a while to really slowly let out the gas. Because if I kept letting that go, it would bubble out. But it's pretty neat to be able to carbonate weird stuff. I'm trying to think if I should already be tempering the ice I want to use in this. Possibly I should be. It's a question of, is this going to take 5 minutes or 20 minutes to be ready? Big question. Very big question. Gotta see what we see. Okay. Might give it 5 minutes and then get the ice out. Temper the ice. It's me sounding like a professional, using big words, tempering the ice, which means you take ice straight out of the freezer and pour a room temperature drink straight on it. The sudden temperature change on the ice will make the ice crack. And we've gone to all the trouble of making clear ice for these drinks. The whole clear ice effect is ruined if the ice cracks. So you need to let the ice be exposed to room temperature air for a while. Doesn't even really melt as such. It just maybe a little bit on the surface. But yes, it's called tempering the ice. And it avoids the ice cracking. Home bartending tips. You know what? I think, I don't know, that might be... Look at the difference though. Really clear drink and a solid head of foam on the top. I think I'll get a glass and choose a couple pieces of ice to go in it. Just doing a nice tall glass. going to make it look sexy. And I'm going to go and shoot a slow motion pour. Because slow motion's sexy. Right. A bit of ice. Oh, hell, I think I want that bit of ice. That's a really long bit of ice. That's what she said. Nice and long. Okay. So, where were you when I was looking for a long piece of ice the other day? Oh, nice. Kirsten got a new gin too. What was your new gin? It's that. I didn't cut that weird cloudy bit off the bottom. Oh, okay. That's about perfect. I only need the one piece. Okay. Okay, other piece. You can go back in the fridge. All right. Oh, now I need to give that at least 5 minutes to temper. So it doesn't look completely clear because it's frosty. Oh, there you go. That's settling down a bit, isn't it? So funny how there's just the head comes. But now you can see there's more drink and less head. Oh, we could put another innuendo in there. Oh, nice. Kirsten Eugene, take photos for the gram. I stopped using the gram. I probably should use it. I'm just actually really shithouse at social media when it comes down to it. Set up Instagram channels and I don't use them, which is quite silly. Should use them, but I don't. So, yes, I need a social media lackey. Oh, I thought it might have been done, but nope. That came right up to the top again. If I just took the lid off everywhere, and we don't want that, or at least I don't want that. Cruel people who want to laugh at my misfortune might want that. I don't want that. So, yes, I'm going to piss about when... okay, I don't need this anymore. I'm just going to put it back in the corner. Right. Little bits of crap around. Some plastic crap. Right, put that in the bin. Tomorrow's bin day. All right. It's getting stuff organized. Yes, I can see the entertainment value in me being sprayed with a drink, Michaelich. Chris, nervous to have an in-person interview tomorrow for Portland Film Studio. Again, Chris, advance congratulations for how well you're going to do in the interview. Ah, there we go. Nice. Okay, so that's ready to go. I actually think I want to give the ice another couple minutes to temper. So there you go. I didn't quite get my timing right. You know what I do? I'm going to fiddle around. Got an empty ice cube tray here. So I'm going to fill it up, put it in the freezer. Then, honestly, I think I need to take a little wee break. Yeah, so moving ice cube trays around. I have a whole method for having all my ice cubes ready in various ways. Right. Use filtered water for my ice because I'm bougie. That's something else I bought in lockdown, a water filter. All right, I'm going to be back in real quick time. All right. Okay. Back in the New York groove. Chris, hope you get the job. Be happy. Angry says, you got it in the bag. Yep, I just wanted to be the first to congratulate you for how well it went, Chris. Kirsten, remember, job interviews are an opportunity to evaluate if you'd like to work for these people. They'd be lucky to have you. That is one of two best bits of advice I've had for job interviews. Being a contractor, I had to do a shit ton of interviews. In the last 20 years, I would have done hundreds of job interviews. So I'm actually really good at it. I probably have an unfair advantage over a lot of people and just I interview really well. But the two best bits of advice I got were you should be interviewing them because it changes your whole mindset in the interview. So like, do I actually want to work for these people? And put aside, I want the job. Like seriously go in with a mindset, they need to prove that I want this job. And the second one, and this one might sound weird, but I find it works just before going into the interview. Repeat a mantra in your head, not out loud, because it's very weird to do it out loud. But repeat a mantra in my head just before going in that's like, they love me, they love me, they love me, they love me. And it's weird, like affirmations sound really hippie and dippy and whatnot, but repeating it actually puts the thought in your head. Before you go in there, you go in thinking the people already love you. For me, it works. Music over. You are at work. You're on your lunch. You're on a meal break. All right. So this is ready. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is shoot the sexy close-ups. So, oh yeah, this has started to melt a teeny bit. All right. I think that's probably successfully tempered. So I need to move some stuff around now. Move this around here. And where did I put the lime wheels? They're in here. All right. Use lime wheels as a decoration. So what I'm going to do for now is just got to shoot the sexy slow motion close up, which means turning this around. So I might actually turn the camera around so you can see me doing it. What's it doing? See, that's the other side of my kitchen. My video camera that I've been staring at. All right. So just got to frame up the shot now. And this should be relatively quick. And then I'll do another little bit to camera. All right, just got to frame this up. What are we on? Image size. Nope, we're going to go just to HD now. Just want to do the high-speed shooting mode so I can slow it down. All right, so that actually needs to be there. Oh, and then speaking of the gram, I need to take a picture of this after. Oh yeah, It's about right. Frame it up, frame it up. Do. This camera's got like a little internal, I want to say gimbal, that's not the right word. What's the thing that smooths out motion? But the lens moves, essentially. Right. Shooting. This is going to look really sexy when I pour it over and slow it down in the edit. No, it's just really foamy. That is not what I was expecting. You see, it's just all head. All right. That's less cool video. Oh well, not exactly what I wanted. But that's okay. What is this doing? Sorry, camera is messing with me. All right. Okay, camera is absolutely. Oh no, there it is. Jeez, oh, fuck off. Camera was just absolutely fucking with me. Okay. Go back to this. All right. I think that's fixed up now. Sorry, I've got to go. Yep, okay, that's okay. Now I've got to top up my drink. Man, it's carbonated it so much. I'm going to put a lime wheel or two in there to make it sexy. What better way to show off that clear ice? Putting some lime wheels behind it. Okay, that'll probably do. Now I'm going to put a lime wheel or two in there. That'll do. 2. Now, I'm going to put my phone. Because I'm a super duper professional who just uses his phone to take pictures for the socials. Ugh, hope that doesn't break anything on my computer. All right, coming back with the phone. Use a couple of modes. Oh shit, I gotta turn this light out while I do this. All right. Photo. What? Well, maybe I should put the Pisco next to it. All right. do it the old portrait mode because that looks sexy. All right, that's probably enough of that. All right, so quickly do that. All right, so back here now. Kirsten, your favourite question to ask interviewers is, what are they best and worst at working here? Oh, nice. See, people are nice, red flag. Can't give you an answer to what the bad bits. Give you too many answers as to what bad, nothing good. Also a red flag. Ah, good tips. Good tips. All right, so back to our audio recorder. This is just like a minute I have to shoot now. And I'll stop doing this. Might do some more on Thursday night. Just find their ancient. Okay, so that's framed up right. Okay. When the fizz from carbonating the drink has died down, you can pour it over some nice clear ice to get a sexy effect, and then find out that pouring it over ice makes it fizz all over again. But with a bit of patience, it comes a beautiful clear drink. Garnish it with a couple of lime wheels because it looks super sexy. And as for taste, it's amazing. It doesn't really taste like cola anymore. It's got some sort of grapey fruitiness from the pisco, and because I did put lime in it, there's a little bit of that citrus coming through. So it's basically a very light, refreshing drink. I know a lot of people watch are actually in the Northern Hemisphere going into the colder months, but why not treat yourself? Pretend you're in the tropics. Pretend you're still in summer. Me, I actually am in the warmer weather, so this is perfect for me. Hey, if it's a bit colder, it's a good illusion. Just put on a sun lamp, have a drink like this, kick back and relax, because it's all about having a good time. I'm going to have a good time with this. Hope you're having a good time wherever you are, and I hope you're looking after yourself and looking after the people around you. But until I see you again, I'll say cheers. Considering pouring most of this back into the bottle and keeping it. In fact, I might do that. Oh, okay. Oh, Kirsten, didn't you say the signature pour for the eau de vie was the spicy orange ginger ale? It's really warm in here with a friggin' vest on and with my button done up. So I'm just going to, not getting nude, just relaxing a little bit. Yeah. In fact, I think I'm going to save this. For what? I'm not sure. Maybe for my weekend away. Ooh. Yes, Chris, I do the same outro every time. It was my be nice to yourself during COVID outro, and I've just kept it. Chris, and did you like to ask directly about salaries? Yeah, anywhere that likes to hide money is usually ripping someone off. That's true. Yes. It's that old thing that we were all indoctrinated into. Don't talk about salaries. And then, yeah, that really is just helping the boss. Ah, shit. It's so foamy. There you go, Mega Leech. You wanted to see a humorous foaming incident with me? All right, so I'm going to do a signature pour with the spicy ginger beer. Safa, can I help you build a resume? Not really on the stream. I'd recommend, I've always got a lot of value out of, and I think it's a bit old school these days, but I've always got a lot of value out of the website seek.com. Their recommendations for resume building, etc. I think, LinkedIn's a bit more trendy. I don't really like LinkedIn. Megaleech, you see that happening a mile off, but you didn't tell me. You didn't tell me. Okay, I don't need that lid anymore. I need this lid. Looks like an old-fashioned milk bottle. It's a very long, skinny plastic bottle. Quite different to the SodaStream bottles. Come on, in you go, buddy. This is what I should have done the first time. There you go. Look, that didn't fizz up at all. All right. I am going to have an eau de vie and spicy ginger ale. That's what I'm going to do. Save that one. Kirsten's a screen grabbed me with the phone. Yeah, it's a bit of a worry. But seriously, I know I said it before, but isn't that an amazing result for something that was cola? That's the clarification process never stops surprising me or amazing me. Got to wash my hands just to make sure. I thought there was sugar in. Oh, actually, there was sugar in that. All right. All right. So, jigger in hand. I've got some of the spicy ginger ale in here. And that pineapple's probably fermenting. All right. There's this little slogan on the pack. If 3/4 of your drink is mixer, mix with the best. Well, that's pretty good advice. Where's the bottle opener? I used to have a good bottle opener. It was on a magnet sitting on the fridge. And young Mr. Angry had some friends over. And I gave him the bottle opener. And I never saw it again. I have other bottle openers. I opened the bottle. The eau de vie back here. All right. But it's annoying. I had a good one that used to just sit on the side of the fridge. And I think one of the fuckers took it. Anyway. You didn't want to deprive people of the experience of me having a foam incident. Certainly was a foam incident. All right. Ginger ale? Yeah, ginger ale. So you looked up the difference between ginger beer and ginger ale. And ginger beer is brewed like beer, but there's no alcohol. Well, in non-alcoholic ginger beer, there's no alcohol content. And ginger ale is made with a ginger syrup. I think that's the difference between the two, and I think that's which is which. So, okay, it does look kind of sexy with my lime wheels in the glass, doesn't it? Where did I put my phone? Jesus. Ooh, that's good. That is good. It's in my pocket. I got up thinking, where did I leave my phone? And then I felt it as I moved. It's in my pocket. It's like, did the photos come out well? Yes, I think they did. See? No, you can't see. That's not working at all. Anyway, that was stupid. Man, the little cloudy bit in the ice is really noticeable. The thing, I'm so used to the really big coffee cup I use to make ice. This takes days. Like, this takes more than 2 days to freeze properly. This one is both smaller and skinnier and freezes much faster, freezes about a day. I think what happens is it freezes, some of the impurities go back up. I need to catch it before the last bit has frozen, and I think I'll get a longer bit of ice that doesn't have that cloudy bit in it. Me being a perfectionist. What's that? Microsoft's changing from 2 to 1 major updates. Sure. With just the occasional emergency security update because they've found another fucking fatal flaw being exploited by bad people. Wow. What's really interesting about this as a mix, the eau de be with spiced orange ginger ale, they're blending to be something totally new. Like, I had this with the I've got a chocolate gin over there because the maker of the chocolate gin, said this was their signature pour, chocolate gin and this. And you really taste the spiced orange ginger ale when you mix it with the chocolate gin. This one, not so much. They've blended together to create something totally new. Like, the ginger is not coming through so much. Man, that's a really good drink. So I think it looks like Pringle tin. It's small Pringle tin, mini Pringle tin. I've got 3. Here's the other one. This is the other one I can use to make clear ice. The bag's in it. So this makes a skinny bit of ice. This makes a fat bit of ice. And this one, see the difference in size? This one I can chop into 2 or 3 bits of ice because it makes a lot of ice. This one I tend to only use 1 bit of ice, although, no, 2. I think it's a long time since I've used this, actually. But they go very well in an old-fashioned glass or rocks glass. Why did my phone just bleep at me? Neat. I got paid money into my account. Why did I get paid money into my account? I'm fucking intrigued now. Where's that come from? Oh, fuck yeah. The first of my midweek Melbourne money cashbacks. That's the first of 3. I just wanted, my phone bleeped at me and I wanted to know what the hell it was doing. How rich am I? Filthy, stinking rich. Yeah. I'm not, or I wouldn't be working. But I just like to say every now and then, I'm filthy, stinking rich. With all my... I don't have crypto money. I was going to say, with all my crypto money. It's really disturbing to be able to look back on the number of opportunities I missed over the years, like buying real estate in the 90s, buying shares in any of the tech companies that got huge before they were huge, getting into crypto in the, man, it's just like this cavalcade of missed opportunities. Super annoying. Actually, I don't dwell on that shit. Being a little bit light-hearted, truth be told. Verena on Facebook. 12 years ago, started to learn English by watching your videos. Excellent. That would have given you a suitable amount of swearing to fit in as you learned English, because swearing is a very important part of English. So I say. So I'm glad to have been of service, Verena. I like to help. I'm a people person. Someone needs help swearing. So see this little thing. This is an ice maker. You make ice balls. You pour it in here. What I wanted to do is cut this in half and then fit it inside this, because see, the whole thing is too big. Although I should try it. I should freaking just try it. I'm going to try it. All right, experiment time. Oh no, this won't go in the fucking freezer. Now I remembered why I don't just do this. The freezer shelf is about there. So yeah, my plan was to cut it in half and then put it in there, and I should make 2 perfectly clear little ice balls. Maybe cut off there and be 3. But I don't have a suitable tool. You probably can't see. I managed to get a little way in knife. I need one of those knives that they advertise on the infomercials that just fucking cuts through everything. Chris, you realized must have oh yeah, no, I've got 15 or 16 years of video editing experience. I still don't do anything very flash. I'm very competent at the basics though. My software can do flash stuff. I just can't be bothered to put the effort in. I guess if you looked at my recent cocktail videos, I've put a little bit more effort into them. Someone could look at them and go, oh yeah, he actually knows how to edit videos. Again, I don't do anything particularly flash. But, competent with the basics. Too lazy and suffering from, I'm not actually diagnosed with any sort of attention deficit disorder, but I worry sometimes about how unappealing paying attention to things for a long time is to me. Scarlett, because I have a bunch of friends who are on the autism spectrum or have ADD or related conditions, and they share stuff on social media and about how it feels to live their life. And I sit and I laugh and go, like, hashtag relatable. Then I think, wait a minute. That's someone who's diagnosed with ADHD, or that's someone who's diagnosed autistic. And I go, I know what you're talking about. And I'm like, okay. Who knows? Who actually knows? That's why I'm so relaxed hanging out with the Divergent bunch. If I the plan we made in one stream, if I win Lotto, gonna start a distillery and call it the Divergent Distillery in honor of the Divergent bunch that's been hanging out on all these live streams. I just realized it's 9:44. Shit. Okay. I probably want more than 15 minutes to drink this drink. Oh well. It's only Tuesday night. I don't want to drink too much. Okay, that was a good friggin' choice, quite honestly. Eau de Bie and this just goes so well with alcohol. Fever Tree know what they're doing. That also seems to be fairly widely available in supermarkets and bottle shops around the world. Again, not sponsored. Be great if they did sponsor me. So someone said, like, what do you want out of your YouTube channel? It's just like, I just want to be successful enough that people send me free booze and invite me to events. That's all I want. Don't want to make a lot of money. Just sort of successful enough, known enough that people want to give me free booze to promote on the channel and go to their events. Chris, if you win Lotto, make feature films instead of short films. That sounds like fun. There are some films I would like to make, and I'd probably just be the producer. I'd find some independent filmmakers in Australia who want to make some uniquely Australian stories. The stories of the frontier wars springs to mind. Could be a feature film. Actually, you could probably make a prestige series, sell it to fucking Netflix or someone. Just do the work of putting a show together and say, hey, this is a good show. You want to give it to a worldwide audience. Go for it. Chris, free things are the best. Yes, beating capitalism. Yeah. Yeah, I just want a mutually beneficial arrangement. Preferably some good independent or semi-independent distillers saying, hell yeah, we'll send you some product. Please feature it in a video. And I will say, I will do that. That is a thing I will do. Because I'm freaking featuring independent distillers all the time as it is, just because I like their products. So if the opportunity came to get a bit of benefit from it, I'd be pretty happy. All right, I'm getting on with this. It's all right. Looking forward to trying this again tomorrow. This is really weird. Let me get someone else to try it. Because it's basically, it's rum and Coke. Because I forgot, I didn't... I forgot I was going to say this in the video. It's like, okay, so I did all this shit, and then I had to... I realized to fix the thing that wasn't working, I had to add it to more milk and redo the clarification process. But man, then it's going to be really diluted because I'm adding it to even more milk. And I need to beef it up. And so I put 3 shots of 151 proof rum in there. Seemed like a good idea at the time. So that, and I mean, this is not a thing like I'm just going to drink. Like that's like a full bottle of this, right? How many standard drinks is in it? I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's about 10 standard drinks in that, because it's a mixed drink. It's not a spirit, as opposed to this, which is 22.1 standard drinks. That's about 10 standard drinks, but it's a cocktail, and whereas that's a straight spirit. So I was just counting the shots I put in, and it's like it's about 10 standard drinks. Half of this anyway. So it's 50% not alcohol. Actually, I think it's more than 50%. It's probably 60% not alcohol and 40% alcohol. So yeah, that's my estimate anyway. But it's fun. It's fizzy. In retrospect, I will have one more drink of that. I don't know, maybe even on Thursday night stream. I don't know. One more drink of that while it's still fizzy. And then I might actually deliberately let it go flat. Because it's weird how much carbonation changes the taste of a drink. Like, it's got to do with how it plays on your tongue. And like, on one level, when you think about it, that doesn't make any more sense, because like carbon dioxide bubbles aren't a flavor, but that carbonated and that not carbonated are two totally different tastes. A viral on Twitch. Hello. You're here for the last 10 minutes. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. Cheers to you. Just finishing my beverage. Shall be shuffling off to sleepy bobos soon. It being merely Tuesday. I have to tell myself, freaking working from home. We're not in lockdown anymore, and the theory is we will never be in lockdown again, because we got over 90% of the adult population vaccinated. So the theory is that even bigger outbreaks will be manageable now, because not that many people will end up hospitalized. That's the theory. We will see over the next 6 months how that goes. But yeah, I've been working from home. It's like edging up on 20 months now that I've been working from home. It's like, I didn't write down the date when I started working from home, but it was March or April. So I am coming up on 20 months of working from home, which is fucking surreal. I mean, I lived it, but when I say it out loud, that is so weird. Because there's no way. You just go back 2 years and tell me, you're going to spend 2 years working from home. And I'm, no, I'm not. That's not a thing. No, shit's going to happen, and you'll work from home for 2 years. And it's like, I just can't process it. I don't know what that means. So, Kirsten, March 20th was the lockdown, was it? Okay. So, I actually started working from home a week or two before lockdown. So that is 20 months. Jesus Christ, it's 20 months. Thank you for looking that up for me, by the way, Kirsten. So I have been working from home for just over 20 months, which is super fucking weird. Super weird. It was a Friday. Yeah. It's like a week or two before lockdown. They started saying at my work, like, oh, yeah, okay, this is clearly a thing. This is clearly serious. You can maybe work from home if you want to. And my whole team just said to each other, like, is there any reason that we shouldn't work from home? And everyone went, no, we can do what we're doing from home. Just stay in touch with you. We use Microsoft Teams. And it's just like, okay. And we just went, yep, hell yeah, we're going home. And I kind of got a little bit of vibe from the boss that he thought we were taking a bit of a liberty by going home. But like a week later, everyone was. So there you go. 20 months. And I'm probably not going to be pushed to go back to the office, even for a couple of days a week, until next year. So Kirsten, March 20th lockdown was a Friday. You have that date in your head. You came out of managed isolation March 18th. Is that this year? March 18th this year because of your move to Sydney? Strange times we live in. Very, very, very strange times. So yes, and what is... Oh, okay, it's a line on my... I thought there's something weird there. There's a little line on my shirt. Yes, because I am still a contractor. I've been in the same place for 2 years, which is much long. It is my longest contract engagement. I think prior to this, my longest contract engagement was 18 months. This is much longer. I normally stay 6 to 12 months, sometimes only 3 months at places because I've got a very specific task to achieve. In fact, the shortest I've done is 6 weeks. In fact, there might have even been one shorter than that. It was go in, write one specific document. It was like about 3 weeks or something. Anyway, normally it's like 6 months, sometimes 12 months. This one's 2 years. And the boss wants me to stay. So they're talking about turning my role into a full-time role. So I might be working full-time next year. We'll get to wait and see if it actually comes through. So I'll either be working full-time, or there'll be another contract extension, or I'll be back in the job market, which will be fun. And we're talking about interview questions before. I know if I have to go back out into the job market, big question I'm going to ask them is, how did you manage COVID? How did you manage everyone working from home? What worked about your plans from working from home? What was difficult about your plans of working from home? What have you learned from COVID? What are you taking into the future out of COVID? Because I think some people didn't deal real well at all. Kirsten, you went to a movie with case number 9. Oh, no. Oh, you had isolation 2 weeks before the public lockdown because you were a close contact to a positive case. Oh, wow. I still haven't had that. Other house members have had... I've never had a test. Other house members have had to have tests because of where they've been and stuff. And now if they had tested positive, obviously I would have had a test, but no one in the house has tested positive. Everyone in the house is fully vaccinated. Mrs. Angry has actually had her 3rd dose because she works in health. I won't be due for a 3rd dose till March or April. Oh, yes, Chris. No, they're COVID protocols. That's my tip. That's questions I'd ask anyone applying for a job now. How did you handle COVID? Now, some workplaces will just be, we shut down. We couldn't operate. But my type of thing, IT work, where people have been working remotely all through COVID, I'd be very interested in, okay, how did you handle COVID? What in your plan worked? What was the most difficult thing? What was the best thing? What are you going to carry? What did you find that was good that you're going to carry into the future? These things I'm very keen, because if I went to an interview and I got the vibe off someone, they hated people working remotely and they don't want people to ever work remotely, I wouldn't work there, because working from home fucking rocks. I love it. Nothing's perfect, but I'll fucking take the trade-offs for all the benefits of working from home. Safi, your mum's due for a booster last week. Needs to come to the UK to get Pfizer. You don't want Sputnik. The Russian one. I haven't heard much about what's happening in Russia lately. I suppose it's like some pretty unhealthy sort of doom scrolling fix. No, I'm not. Often when I start that conversation, I go, hey, I'm going to look at the fucking COVID case numbers. I'm not going to tonight. I'm just not going to. I was fixated on that shit for the first 12 months. And now just look at it every now and then. Normally, like when it comes up in conversation, I go, hey, I wonder. No, I'm not going to look. I am not going to look. Not tonight. Maybe another night, but not tonight. So, all right, I think I might keep these lime wheels. Do I want to? That's a really nice piece of ice. Do I want to keep it? Maybe. Maybe I want to keep that piece of ice for something. Is that weird, wanting to keep the piece of ice? Now it's all skinny because it's been melting. It's like some weird sex toy. I have other clear ice in the freezer. I don't know whether to keep that one or not. Maybe. What am I going to do? Okay. So I want to make next week's cocktail videos. Okay, so I've done my clarified cocktail. What else have I got? I was thinking of doing a short, maybe about how to make a foamy cocktail foamier by adding a little bit of soda. So I might do that as a short. Like, here's a whiskey sour. Here's how to make it extra foamy. Do a little bit, and then I might do I want to do a breakfast martini with my new gin and marmalade. So I might do those on Thursday. Might do the short thing showing how to make the foam extra foamy, and a breakfast martini. Could do that. And in fact, I could be cheeky because there's some extra stuff I wanted to do with the foam, because I saw this recipe that they called it a sour brulee, where after you make the sour with a nice foamy head, then you sprinkle a bit of caster sugar on the top and then hit it with a blowtorch so it caramelizes, and you've got this brulee top on your sour, which sounds super decadent, and I love the sound of it. So I could be tricky and do something for a short video, nothing for a long video for the maybe. Let's see what mood I'm in on Thursday, basically, because that's the thing. Yeah, you can turn that out if you want. It's freaky bright. I was just forgot to switch it off after I stopped shooting video. No, okay, cool. So yeah. So we'll see how I go on Thursday. I might be in the mood to do a couple of things. And yes, so won't be on tomorrow night, having a TV night with Mrs. Angry. We'll be on Thursday, and then I won't be on Friday or Saturday because I'll actually be away, having a weekend away with Mrs. Angry. May or may not be on Sunday night. I might be too tired, driving, doing a bunch of stuff on the weekend. I might be too tired to do a stream on Sunday, but I might. You never know. But anyway, in all probability, I will do a stream on Thursday. So we see. I agree, Chris. The second hour, I think, went super fast. I was really surprised when I was having a sip of my drink and I looked and it was 9:45. And I'm going, I would not normally be drinking an alcoholic beverage at 9:45. Thanks, Safa. I will attempt to drive safely. Yeah, apparently there's a new freeway where I'm going. But anyway, so I'll see you all anon. Thursday night is the plan, but all, stay cool in the meantime.